Hey, babe. How are you feeling? I can't sleep. Just keep thinking about our appointment with you-know-who. My God. I can't believe I'm meeting your parents tomorrow. It doesn't feel real. Feels like some kind of dream.
I know, this is the big moment, I suppose. The meeting with the future in-laws. I was in the shower earlier, and it hit me all of a sudden. We are really getting married, aren't we? I can't believe it either. I'm just so happy. I am the luckiest guy in the world.
Well, if you're lucky, what does that make me? I'm the lucky one here. But anyway, I wonder if they will like me. I'm feeling really nervous.
There's no need to feel nervous. You're always so lovable, so of course they'll love you.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. You always know what to say, you big softy.
Okay, how's this? When we get married, I will do everything I can to make you happy, Aaron. I will support you no matter what life throws at us. I'll always shelter you from the rain.
What a cheesy line. Won't your arm get tired from holding an umbrella up all the time?
I've been working out. My lats can handle it.
They better. Although here's hoping you won't need that umbrella and that there won't be too many storms on the horizon. Everything else is fine, so just keep your eye on the prize. We're almost there. I don't need that much to be happy. Just you. And most important of all, be nice to my dad, won't you?
Of course. He's a great guy. I remember when I first met him that evening in Tribeca. When I introduced myself, he probably thought I was a real punk and seemed a bit weary at first. But then he eased up and we had a good laugh together. At the end of the night, he gave me his blessing.
Maybe the whiskey helped?
Look, honey, if your girlfriend's father splashed out on a bottle of 30-year-old Johnny Walker, how can you say no?
Yeah, like you needed much encouragement.
I'm saying nothing.
From his point of view, I'm his youngest daughter, so I guess that's why he was careful in the beginning. There's a special relationship between father and daughter. But to be honest, he's had a real rough time of it. I feel for him so much. So I really want to take care of him even after getting married.
I know what you're saying. I can imagine myself going through the same emotion someday. I think when we have kids, I would feel that way about my little girl too. Heck, my parents probably are thinking the same thing.
It's not that I don't want to look after your parents or anything. I think it's different for daughters. It's just once girls get married, they end up becoming strangers to their own family. I want to keep being a good daughter to my dad.
Of course you do. Anyways, these days, that sort of thing doesn't happen anymore. After we're married, we'll look after your dad and take him out for a nice meal a couple of times a month. And we'll go on trips together, Florida, the Catskills, maybe even Vegas. It'll be fun.
Really? That's so thoughtful of you, John. Thank you so much. But don't take my dad to Vegas. He'll get himself in trouble.
Don't worry, I'll keep him away from the roulette wheels. But why do you care about your dad so much? Won't your mom feel a bit left out?
Of course I love my mom too, but things have always been tough for my dad, even since he was young. You know, I have a lot of siblings, so I always cared more, I guess. It's complicated.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about your brothers and sisters. I was a bit surprised when you told me that you have so many. These days, people just have 1 or 2 kids. Way of the world, I guess. But having 5 siblings in the family, that's rare indeed nowadays. I mean, with that many kids, I guess your folks must have a wonderful marriage. Just wait, Aaron, I know we will too.
Thanks, John. You're right. Anyway, I better try to get some sleep. I know I am going to be dreaming about tomorrow night.
Night, hun.
Hey, Dad! Today is the day. Are you all set for the meeting with the in-laws?
Aaron, to tell you the truth, no matter how many times I meet future parents-in-law, I can never get used to it. Compared to all those other times, I mean, when your brothers and sisters got married, I feel way more nervous now. I mean, you're my youngest daughter, for goodness sake. And for the youngest daughter to get married, that's a special thing.
Don't be nervous. It's just a silly formality after all. Remember that. You'll be fine as long as you don't drink too many cocktails.
don't blame the cocktails, blame my nerves.
At the end of the day, the reason we are having this meeting is because you raised me so well. That's why I'm already getting married at my age. You know it's all thanks to you, right?
Oh, well, I'll be. Doesn't my baby girl always have a way with words? You know I didn't do anything special, right? You grew up so beautifully all on your own.
Jeez, what are you talking about?
It's so crazy to think that I was pushing you down the street on your first bike one day, and then the training wheels came off, and then before you know it, you're meeting the parents of the man your youngest daughter will marry. Life goes by in a flash, I'm telling you. You need to savor every moment, Aaron.
If this is how you're talking now, I'm dreading you after a few drinks. You and waxing philosophical? Seriously.
Let an old man say his piece. Wait until your youngest is walking down the aisle. Anyways, you're coming later on with John, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going out for a little date in Little Italy first, and then we'll head straight to the venue.
Don't fill up on cannolis before tonight. I'll tell the driver to make sure he gets me there on time. See you later, sweetie.
Later, Dad. Hey, John. I need to talk to you about the other day. I got the feeling that your mom wasn't so keen on me. Am I crazy? Was it because I didn't say hello earlier?
What are you talking about? I didn't get that feeling at all. Why these worries all of a sudden?
She didn't even make eye contact when we introduced ourselves. And she just kept eating her pasta when my mom and dad were talking. She just gave off a bit of a negative vibe throughout the whole evening. Don't you think?
Maybe she was just hungry. Ever think about that? It was seriously good pasta.
Don't make jokes! Did she say she didn't like me or something? Just be honest with me. That way I can fix the issue or explain it to her if I need to. It's awkward. It's been a few days and I haven't heard any feedback. It really feels like she doesn't like me.
I don't think that's the case. Anyway, I'll ask her and get back to you, okay? Hey, Aaron, I spoke to my mom.
What did she say? Does she not like me? Tell me.
Unfortunately, she didn't explain the issue to me in detail. It seems like she has something she wants to talk to you about. I don't think it's an issue of whether she likes you or not. It's something else. I gave her your number and she'll send you a message.
Send me a message? What is this about?
Yeah, but hey, it's good news that she doesn't dislike you, right? At least there's that. If she didn't like you, she would have told you straight up. She's like that. She speaks her mind.
Right, I see. Did I do something wrong, I wonder? I have no idea what it could have been.
Aaron, don't get ahead of yourself and don't worry too much. Just be patient and wait for the message. She said she would get in touch with you, so she will.
Thanks, babe. I'm so nervous. It feels like my heart is jumping out of my chest. I haven't felt this nervous since our first date. I want to have a nice relationship with her, but I feel like I've messed it up from the start. Like we've gotten off on the wrong foot, you know?
You are nice enough for any kind of relationship. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'll wait for her message. Hi! Sorry, who is this? It's Helen, John's mom. Oh, Mrs. Sinclair, hello. How are you? I heard you would be in touch, but I don't have your number. I didn't save it on my phone. Sorry that I didn't recognize you there. It happens. Anyway, it's not a big deal. There's something more important I have to talk to you about. Yes? It's about your siblings. You know, you don't look anything like them. No resemblance at all. And your parents look like they have a bit of an age difference. They are your real siblings, aren't they? Wow, you're very perceptive. Actually, that's something I was planning to bring up one of these days. Just tell me straight. This kind of thing is important. You're marrying my son, dear. If there is something we should know about, you need to tell me. You can't just hide certain things about your family from your future in-laws. We're going to be family too. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to hide anything. It's just we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Let me explain. My elder sister is my blood relative, but my elder brothers and oldest sister are my dad's children. Huh? I don't follow you. My dad got remarried to my mom. My eldest 3 siblings are from his previous marriage. Only my sister and I are their biological children from their marriage. Oh, is that right? So how exactly did your father get remarried? My 2 eldest brothers were from his first marriage to his first wife. When she was young, she took ill and unfortunately passed away. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma. My eldest sister is the daughter of my dad's second wife. Things didn't work out between them and they got divorced. And a few years later, he met my mother, they fell in love, got married, and that was that. Then my sister and I were born. My goodness. So it's not a second marriage, but a third marriage. Are you telling me your father got married 3 times? Well, yes, that's correct. Something about this doesn't seem right. I'm talking about your mother here now. There's such a big age gap between them. I wonder, how can I put this? Did your father trade his wife in for a younger model? But I guess you don't know the real circumstances, so they just sugarcoated it and told you it was a remarriage. That's the most likely, isn't it? Pardon me? Think about it. Your mother got remarried too, right? No, it was my mother's first marriage. Look, why would a young single woman end up being someone's third wife? She must have been his mistress, and he broke things off with his second wife. Otherwise, your mother saw her chance and registered their marriage right after he got divorced. That's incorrect. My dad met my mom 3 years following his divorce. My mom isn't the sort of person who would do something like that. Gosh, look at you! What are you so sensitive about? I respect my parents very much. Of course, I recognize that there is a significant age gap between the 2 of them. They did nothing wrong and no crime or anything like that was committed. They got married anyway, despite the age difference. I'm so grateful to them for all the hard work they put in to bring me up well to where I am today. And I want to follow their example and live just as they do. But to be perfectly honest, Mrs. Sinclair, I am a little offended by these blunt questions. I can't understand someone speaking to me in this way, no matter if you are my future mother-in-law or not. And tell me, dear, what exactly is there for you to understand? That's it. We're done here. Just forget about the wedding. I mean, insulting my parents and hurting my feelings. This isn't the kind of marriage I wanted. My God! How impudent! There's just no talking to you. I'm afraid to say anything now, or you might bite my head off. Please let John know. I don't want him to contact me anymore. Okay. Well, you should know, dear, there are plenty of girls who want to marry my son. There's so many they could fill up a double-decker bus.
Honey, talk to me. What is going on? I heard some story from my mom that you want to call off the wedding. What is this about?
Didn't you get the message that I don't want to be contacted? I'm such an idiot. I still haven't deleted your number. What was I thinking? I'm deleting your number, the photos, everything I have of yours. Don't contact me again. Let's just call it a day. Do whatever you want with the ring. I'll deal with my ring myself.
What is going on? What is the matter with you, Erin? My mom was just curious about something, that's all. So she asked you about it politely and respectfully, and you flew off the handle? And then she said you wanted to call off the wedding? For God's sake, what did she ask you? Is it really that big of a deal? Can't you just let it go?
Look at this. Do you call that polite? Respectful? That's what this seems like to you. On what planet is this in any way respectful?
I don't know what to say.
Not a day goes by where I do not feel anything but respect for my mother and father. They mean the world to me. They were the best parents to me, and still are to this day. But for someone like this to condemn them, to insult them. It's beyond the pale. I should just grin and bear it? I should just let it go? Is that what you are saying to me?
Look, now that I can see the whole conversation in black and white, I can see that my mom was wrong. There is no mistaking that. I recognize that 1000%, but to call off the wedding, that's going too far, Aaron. Look, I'm gonna give my mom a piece of my mind, so just cut me some slack and I'll fix it, okay?
Just think if you were in my shoes. If my mom contacted you and started snooping around your family history. And if she started making nasty accusations about your mother, would you stand for it? Even if it was done politely and respectfully, it would still be difficult to bear. So how am I supposed to stand this gossipy slander she says to me? About my parents who I love so much.
I get it, I do. You're right. I would be the same in your position. My mom was totally out of line. She is just who she is. I'll make it up to you somehow.
I don't want to go forward with this wedding. My mind is made up. I don't want to hear from you again. It's over, John.
See, this is the part I don't understand. Why am I being punished for something my mom did? Look, she was wrong. I said as much. But now you're out of line. Calling off the wedding?
If you can't see why I would want to call it off, then you don't know me at all. My family is everything to me, John.
You are everything to me, Aaron. I thought we were gonna make a family of our own together.
I thought so too.
Look, if you and my mom don't get along, it can't be helped. You don't need to speak to her. Just smile in the photos and be civil together.
You don't understand. A marriage isn't just about two people. It's about two families coming together. I'm supposed to stand up there at the altar and seeing your mom in the pews, knowing that she is judging me, judging my parents? How dare she? And even after the wedding, what then? Every time we meet on family occasions, it'll be the same. Christmas, birthdays. I just can't accept that. And all this because... what? My father led a different life from most people?
My mom is old-fashioned. She just thinks it's odd that someone could get married 3 times. She saw all your siblings and wanted to know the whole story. But you know me, Aaron, I'm not like that.
He got married 3 times because that was the hand fate dealt him. He got married to the love of his life and she died of cancer in a hospital bed. Wasted away to nothing. Then in his grief, he met someone else who he thought he could start a new life with. But it didn't work out. That's life. She didn't really love him, and so they divorced. What should he have done then? Because marrying 3 times is unacceptable to people like your mom? Just spend the rest of his life alone?
Aaron, I don't think she meant it in that way.
And then to call my mom, who was the kindest, sweetest person on this earth, some kind of homewrecker. How can you just say that about someone you barely know? Is she psychic? A fortune teller? Does she think she is some kind of genius who can guess people's whole lives based on their age and appearance? I've never been so angry and disappointed in my whole life.
She was just curious about your family and the age difference.
Maybe on the surface that's true, but what your mom is really saying is that I shouldn't be alive. If my dad had acted properly according to her standards, he wouldn't have married my mom and I wouldn't have been born.
Aaron, please.
I wouldn't be here, and she wouldn't have a daughter-in-law from a disgraceful family. So I can't accept that. I don't want to be a family member of a woman who treats people in that way. There are all sorts of people in this world, with all kinds of lives. I wish that more narrow-minded people like your mom would understand that.
What about you, Aaron? Now you're insulting my mom. Aren't you being a bit hypocritical here?
It's not hypocritical. My parents were nothing but kind to your mom, and this is how she repays them. I have a right to be angry.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Goodbye, John.
Aaron, please, just wait a minute. Aaron? Aaron.
What's up, Dad?
Why are you so quiet these days? You're supposed to be busy with the wedding. I haven't heard from you since the meeting with your future in-laws in Greenwich that night.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's been that long, has it?
Did you and John have a fight or something?
No, it's just... I don't think I will be getting married after all. Maybe it would be better if I just moved back in with you guys.
Moved back in with us? What kind of talk is this? I thought your mom and I were going back to our old life before she had kids, you know, when we were a newly married couple. Why do you want to muscle in on us?
Muscle in on you? That's going too far, Dad. What are you saying?
You know I'm just kidding. You are welcome back here anytime. But what gives?
It's a long story.
If it's not a big deal, just forgive John, would you? People make mistakes, Aaron. Everyone does. Lord knows I have made many mistakes in my life.
No, it's not that. The truth of the matter is, John did nothing wrong. It's just we are from two different worlds. Different upbringings, different backgrounds, and as it turns out, different values. I don't think we'll be happy if we get married like this. So I think I should rethink my decision.
Are you really sure, Aaron? I know how much you care for John. Anyone can see it when you two are together.
It's just one of those things, I guess. Thank you for always putting me first.
Dads always have a soft spot for their daughters, sweetie. As long as you're happy, I couldn't ask for anything more.
You're the best, Dad. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie.
Hi there. How have you been? Mrs. Sinclair, can I help you with something? I just wanted to tell you that I really regret what I said last time. John was really upset, and now that I think about it, I think I was too harsh on you, dear. Please accept my deepest apologies. Why are you saying all this out of the blue? To be honest, I have been thinking about it for some time, and I finally worked up the nerve to contact you. You see, a while ago I ran into your father in the street when I was out shopping. And I thought that it's no use carrying on like this. It makes no sense. I made life difficult for my own son, and I hurt someone else's precious daughter. I see that now. It's been eating me up inside. I thought it would be okay to reach out and apologize to you. I mean, should I just stay being silent and carry on saying nothing? You met my dad? Where? He never mentioned it. Well, I say met, but maybe he didn't realize it at the time. I'm a little confused here. I didn't speak to him or anything. I actually just saw him from a distance. It was outside this really grand old building on Park Avenue. The Fitzgerald. He walked in and the doorman greeted him. I heard him calling your father Mr. Yates. I was curious to know, is that your father's building? Yes, that's right. He owns that building. What of it? Well, I thought so! This is very exciting indeed. You know, a little bird told me some interesting things about him. It seems like everybody in the neighborhood knew his name, except for me. He owns a bunch of buildings, doesn't he? My cousin Sally told me that the Grayson on 54th Street and the Chevalier Hotel in the East Village, those belong to him as well. Is that true? Yes, that's right. He owns and operates several buildings as part of his business. He has to be worth millions of dollars! Why didn't you tell me something so important? Well, I mean, you didn't ask? Now I see why he remarried that young girl. He's clearly a man of means. A big shot. I can't believe you never mentioned your father was such a great tycoon. What does it matter? Aaron, dear. If I knew about this, I wouldn't have said those things. I've been doing some thinking. Maybe it's time for my John to stop being a lowly office drone and finally move up in the world. Move up in the world? I mean, when can we get another chance like this? What exactly are you saying? We're already broken up. Yes, so I heard. How can you just cut off an engagement like this so suddenly? You need to know. John is really suffering now. He's a total wreck. He doesn't even talk to his own mother anymore. It's really difficult for me as well. I feel like I am losing everything dear to me. Aaron, I am truly sorry for what I said last time. It's not easy for someone of my age to apologize like this. In our day, we had pride, and that pride meant something. So, how about we put it behind us and move forward with the marriage talks, okay? What do you say? Move forward? Why should I? Because you love John, don't you? You and him are meant to be together. Once you're married, you'll change my son's life for the better. I promise that I won't get in your way. I won't meddle, I won't butt in or be a nuisance. I'll be good to you, Aaron. We'll be just like mother and daughter. So what you're saying is basically you'll welcome me back with open arms. All because of my dad's fortune. That's why you want me to get back together with John. Well, that's a very direct way of putting it, but you aren't wrong, I guess. I will level with you, dear. A family with wealth is a much better proposition than one without a penny to their name. I just want my son to have the best life available to him. Isn't that fair enough? Doesn't every mother want the same for her children? I'm sorry to break it to you, but even if we get married, I have zero interest in my father's money. And I'm going to tell John that he has to keep working after we are married. Whatever you think is best. But here's something you need to understand. People with money need to spread that wealth around. And your parents probably have different ideas, despite what you say. My John has a good head on his shoulders. He's always been bright. If he just had a little support. He's the kind of guy who would do really well with someone like you by his side. I think it would be better if he finds someone else. Whether it be running a business or in personal life, it's not going to work. Not with my family. So, what are you saying? Just because my dad is wealthy doesn't mean that I am. But won't you inherit it when he, heaven forbid, passes away? You have a lot of siblings, yes, but your mother is now his legal wife, isn't she? In which case, you and your sister will pretty much get everything. So how can you not be interested? You don't have any children yet, but when you do, you'll see what I'm talking about. My father is still in the best of health. I have paid no thought whatsoever to the idea of him passing away. But even if that were the case, I don't want to live off my dad's money. What on earth are you saying? This isn't about your choice to be by yourself. You need to think about your husband and his family. I'd rather give it all to my mom. She's the one who deserves it. Your mother? Oh my heavens! You were born into wealth, my dear, but your mother married into it. Don't you think you deserve it more? Who are you to say who deserves what? I don't even know you. Maybe not, but after all, she was just the trophy wife of some rich businessman. What? I can't believe what I am hearing. First you call my mom a homewrecker who ruined my father's second marriage. Now you are calling her a gold digger who just married him for his money? Well, if the shoe fits. Okay, you know what? I think it's best for me to be on my own for now. I feel like I have learned a lot from this experience, Mrs. Sinclair. I guess I should thank you for opening my eyes. You seem to be holding on to some kind of grudge. When someone like me, your elder, swallows her pride and apologizes to you, it's polite to say thank you. Do you understand, dear? We could have just moved on, but you just keep picking at it. What's done is done. You can't forget about it and move past it. You remind me of something my grandmother used to say. A woman as obtuse as you is no use to anyone, rich or poor. To a certain extent, I get where you are coming from. It's understandable that you would be curious about the circumstances of my family. But the way you went about it was so incredibly rude. And even now, you only intend to welcome me into your family because of my father's money. You expect me to accept your phony apologies so you can get what you want. Who's the real gold digger here? I see absolutely no reason why I should marry your son. I'm merely stating the facts, that's all. I'm not just after your father's fortune, believe me. I'm just looking at the big picture. You are still young and have a lot to learn. You don't know how the world works. Money is very important in this day and age. Maybe one day you will understand that. You're right. I am still young, and don't know much about this world of ours, or financial issues for that matter. Marrying John would be hard. But frankly, Mrs. Sinclair, having you as a mother-in-law would be unbearable. Look, you don't get it. What I'm trying to tell you is that we can forget about what happened. I will be nice to you from now on. I promise you that there will be nothing to regret if you marry my son. He loves you very much. I am ready to accept you as my own daughter. So let's just go ahead with the wedding, okay? Would you say the same thing if I were from a poor family? You shouldn't talk like that. And you're already from that particular family, so it's a meaningless exercise. How can you make up hypothetical situations like that? What's the point? Fine then. Would you still accept me if I declined my inheritance? If I gave up what I already have? If you would, then I will agree. I'll marry him. You're a real piece of work, you know that. You think you can play games with me now, too? Just who do you think you are? Who do I think I am? You've got some nerve. It's not enough that you insult my family. Now you think you can tell me how I should use my family's money. I don't understand what you're after. It's like you want to throw away what you have, but you don't want anyone else to have it either. It's madness. You don't want that money? Fine. At least give it to someone who would appreciate it. Someone who could use that money for something good. You're just a spoiled little girl who doesn't know what she wants out of life. What I want is someone who respects my family for who they are, not how much is in their bank account or how many property deeds they have to their name. That's the kind of person I want to be with. John was always nice to me. He was caring and a great boyfriend. The truth is, I did have some reservations about the marriage. I thought everything was happening a little fast, but I thought I could ignore those concerns and go ahead anyway. I see now I was right to trust my gut instinct. You tell John I'm sorry. He was a great guy. I hope in the future I can meet someone like him. I can't tell John anything. He won't return my phone calls. He's blocked my number. I even have been turning up outside his house and he's never at home. This is all your fault. You've caused me to become estranged from my only son. His own mother. My fault? You've brought this on yourself, Mrs. Sinclair. What am I supposed to do now? Beats me. But you will have to find someone else to be your daughter-in-law. After that, I reached out to my ex-fiancé because I was tired of the never-ending bickering with his mother. She wouldn't leave it alone, so I asked him to get her to stop contacting me. Following that, the messages from his mother finally stopped. John kept begging and pleading with me to reconsider, but I had made up my mind. I love and respect my mom and dad more than anything else in the world. More than any potential husband. I won't have my parents be the subject of cruel gossip, no matter how much I love someone. I could never consider becoming part of a family that allows that. Perhaps I'm being too harsh. Yes, maybe with these kinds of standards I'll end up alone for the rest of my life. But what's the point of marriage if my partner doesn't love me for who I am and respects my family? Maybe I'll meet a person like that someday. But until then, I will enjoy the time I have with my mom and dad. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, Mia, I've decided to get married to your little sister, Maddie. I no longer want to stay married to you. Goodbye.
Ryan? What did you just say? You're just joking, right?
I'm not joining at all. Maddie is currently pregnant with my child. I'm so happy that I'm finally going to become a father. I've been looking forward to this moment for such a long time. I can't wait for the moment when I get to hold my own daughter in my arms.
Wait, hold on a minute. I'm struggling to process everything that you just told me. I have no idea what to even say to you right now.
Why are you sounding so angry? This is great news for me. I'm gonna be a father.
It's not good news at all. So you're telling me that you've been cheating on me with my own little sister?
I guess that's one way you could say it.
What other way is there to say this? It's pretty clear that you've cheated on me. I can't believe that you even managed to get her pregnant.
I wasn't cheating on you. It's just that I finally managed to find the person I was destined to be with. It wasn't you in the end. It was Maddie. She was the one that I was meant to be with.
Are you an idiot? What you did was a textbook example of cheating.
I don't care what happened in the past anymore. Anyway, I want to get a divorce from you. I also want you to move out, if possible.
Did you really think that I would accept all of this and just move out?
You have no right to decline this divorce. It's kind of your fault after all. I had to do this because you weren't able to get pregnant. There's something seriously wrong with your body.
Oh, don't make assumptions like that. I went to the hospital to check if there was a reason I'm not pregnant. They told me that there was nothing wrong with me and that I was perfectly fertile. I told you this so many times.
I don't care what the doctors told you. You didn't manage to get pregnant even after being with me for such a long time. The hospital must have messed up or something.
How do you know that you weren't the problem? I might not have been able to become pregnant because of you.
There is absolutely no way it is my fault. I'm very confident about my skills in bed. It's definitely your fault. I can't believe that you're trying to blame this on me.
Oh, you're disgusting. I can't believe that you're saying that about yourself.
Are you getting jealous of me because I'm going to become a parent? It's a shame that you're never going to be able to have your own child.
You're really starting to annoy me now.
You can say what you want about me. I'm really glad that I managed to find a younger woman than you. I'm glad that I could escape from a 40-year-old grandma like you.
Maddie isn't that much younger than me. What you're saying makes no sense.
She's only 39 years old. If you round down her age, she's basically 30 years old. That's 10 years younger than you.
What kind of calculation is that? Who rounds down to 30 from 39? Oh, you really are a huge idiot. She's only 1 year younger than me.
I really can't be bothered to argue with you about this. I have better things to be doing. I've already told you what I wanted to say to you. I'm gonna marry Maddie and start a lovely family with her. We can't wait for our daughter to be born. She's gonna be called Love Angel.
What?
We decided that she's gonna be called Love Angel. We named her that because we're gonna love her and she's gonna be such a cute angel when she's born. It's a beautiful name, right?
Oh, you guys are crazy. I think there's something seriously wrong with your brain right now. Let's talk about all this once you've calmed down a little.
What are you talking about? I am very calm right now. I wouldn't be able to think of such a lovely name if I wasn't calm.
Oh, I've had enough of talking to you right now. Would you hurry up and come home so we can talk about this face to face? I'll also make sure to pour a bucket of cold water on you so you can finally decide to wake the hell up.
Actually, I'm not going to be coming home until you've moved out of the house.
Well, I'm not going to move out until we've talked about this face to face, so you better start coming home right now.
I know that you don't want to accept the reality. I can understand why you would want to stay with me. A 40-year-old grandma like you isn't going to be able to find another man to marry.
I don't want to stay with you at all. I just want to talk things out, face to face.
I'm sorry, but there is no way you're going to be able to stay with me. Maddie is pregnant with my child. She's the one that's going to be living with me from now on. You should give up and just move out.
I'm telling you that we need to discuss a lot of things, even if we're going to get a divorce.
Stop making excuses and get out of my house. You're an ugly piece of trash. I don't even want to see your face anymore. You're a complete failure that can't even get pregnant. You're also so old that I don't find you attractive anymore.
Why are you insulting me like this all of a sudden?
I thought that you would want to get a divorce from me once I insult you this much.
Oh, you really are so pathetic. We're not children anymore. We have to talk this out like adults.
I want a divorce from you. Nuff said. I want a divorce now. No more discussion.
Now you're becoming even worse. Aren't you a full-grown adult?
Divorce. 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 Do you know this word that I just spelled out for you?
Oh my god, I give up. I'll do as you say then. You want to get a divorce, right?
Yes, that's what I've been saying. You can't take it back now. We're definitely getting divorced now. You can't come crying back to me later, okay? This is a final decision.
There's no way I'm going to come crying back to you.
I'm gonna bring back divorce papers for us to fill in. Make sure you get out of the house as soon as you sign it.
So you're telling me to move out today? There's so much that we need to talk about. What are we going to do about all of our shared belongings and savings? What about the divorce settlement and alimony you're going to pay me?
I have no intention of paying or giving you anything.
It's not going to work like that. You're not going to get a divorce from me for free.
Why do you even need the money? You're already working a full-time job, right? Your own little sister is pregnant and gonna be giving birth soon. You should be the one paying us money and giving us a gift as congratulations.
I really don't get how your mind works. I can't believe that I was married to someone this dumb.
I'm not dumb. This is all your fault. If your body worked like a normal woman, I never would have had to sleep with Maddie. I just really wanted to become a father. It wasn't possible for me to achieve my dream with you. You should be complaining about your own body.
My husband, Ryan, came back to the house with a paintball gun in his hand. He told me that he would shoot paintballs at me if I didn't sign the divorce papers. That's when I realized how crazy he had become. I just decided to do as he says, as I had no idea what he would try to do. I signed the divorce papers and handed it to him. After receiving the divorce papers from me, he proceeded to shoot the paintball gun at all my belongings and clothes. I was really scared and grabbed a few of my most important belongings before running away from the house. As I was leaving the house, a company that replaces door locks was already working on changing the lock to the front door. I realized that I would no longer be able to enter that house ever again. A few days later, I hired a lawyer so that we could discuss how we would split our joint savings and how much compensation fees he would have to pay me. However, both Ryan and Maddie decided to ignore me and my lawyer completely. They had already terminated the contract of the house we used to live in and had disappeared completely. Me and Ryan were actually saving up to build a house for our family. We had saved up around $250,000, but he has taken all that money and just disappeared. I was married to him for 12 years. Oh, I really can't believe how this marriage came to an end. I'm already 40 years old, so I was planning to spend the rest of my life with him. I think that this is one of the worst ways a marriage could end. I was so frustrated with what he had done to me. However, I realized that I had to move on. I tried to forget about what he had done to me completely. I wanted a new start in life, so I decided to move very far away. I was planning to try forget about this horrendous marriage completely. However, I suddenly had an opportunity to get revenge on Ryan and Maddie out of nowhere.
Hey, Mia. I was so surprised to see you today. I really didn't expect to run into you at a place like that.
I'm sorry, but who is this?
Oh, you're joking, right? Come on, don't be like that. It's only been 2 years. There's no way that you've forgotten about me.
You sound like a creepy person. I think I'm just going to block you.
Well, wait, don't block me. I'm not a stranger to you. I'm your ex-husband that you used to love so much. It's Ryan.
Oh, I still think I'm going to block you.
You're so antsy as always. Why are you threatening to block me already? You should let me know about the miserable life you're currently living. I had to get a divorce from you because you were unable to get pregnant. What a huge failure.
Seems like you haven't changed it at all. You're still the rude and arrogant piece of trash that cheated on me.
What did you just call me? You should show me more respect. I'm a father now. Both my wife and my daughter loves me.
Oh yeah, I just remembered the horrendous name that you gave your daughter.
We actually didn't go with the name that we had planned. We decided to call her Isabel instead. Maddie told me that she would divorce me if we didn't name our daughter Isabel.
She's also a piece of trash, but I think she made a very good decision.
I really wanted to name her Love Angel, though. It was such a good name. I don't really mind, though. I'm really happy with my life right now.
I'm so glad that your daughter wasn't named that. She doesn't deserve that happening to her.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm more curious about you, actually. You must have gone insane. Why were you shopping for baby accessories?
What's wrong with that? How does that make me insane?
Did you chase us all the way to this faraway town? Are you planning to do something to us? I'm starting to get a little scared.
I did not chase you guys here. I had no idea you guys even moved here. I just happened to go to that shopping mall today because I had some things that I wanted to buy. I did not think that I would end up running into you.
Are you really sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. I had no way of knowing that you guys had moved here. Both of you blocked my contact number and completely disappeared.
You could have hired a detective or something.
I didn't have any money to hire a detective. You took all of our savings with you when you disappeared.
Didn't you have any of your own savings from when you were single?
I had moved half of my own savings into the joint bank account that we shared. Do you remember we were saving up money to buy a house? I had to use the rest of my savings up to start a new life. I had to pay a lot of money for a new apartment room and had to buy all the furniture from scratch again.
Well, that sucks. We managed to buy a huge house with the money that we had saved up. Me and Maddie are living a very happy life together with our daughter, Isabel.
So, you guys bought a house with that money?
Yeah, we did. I'm pretty happy with the house that we purchased. It's really close to the station and all the stores in town.
That sounds convenient. Does your house have a red roof?
Huh? The roof is an orangish brown. Our postbox is bright red, though. We also have a pretty nice backyard.
What's the front yard look like?
It's just a regular driveway. We both have a car. Mine is red and Maddie's is blue.
That's a lot of information to tell me. Sounds like a great house. It also sounds very expensive. I'm guessing that you guys had to get a loan?
Actually, the loan's not that bad. I managed to pay for most of the cost up front. We had saved up around $250,000 after all. I also work a decent full-time job, so we don't really have any financial problems at all. We actually have a lot of money that we spend on vacations and nice clothes for our daughter.
Isn't she still 2 years old?
Yeah, she's almost turning 2 years old. We still like to give her some nice clothes. I'm planning to spend the rest of my life in this house with my lovely family. Oh, I'm so happy with how my life turned out.
Let's hope that your life keeps on going this smoothly then.
Your life must be so miserable right now. I bet that you're gonna die alone eventually. It's gonna be really lonely once you start getting older.
I'm actually very content with my life right now. There's absolutely no need for you to worry about how I'm doing.
There's no need to lie to me about this. I know that you're not content with your life. I bet that you're really jealous after hearing about my life.
You can say whatever you want about me. I'm not going to let your words affect my mood. I think I'm going to get going now. I have better things to do than talk to you. I've also heard enough from you.
Enough from me? What are you talking about?
You don't need to worry about it at all. Continue enjoying your life.
You really must have gone crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, what the hell is this?
So, it seems like you finally received it. I'm glad that it arrived safely.
Why did you send me an invoice? What is all of this? Emotional damages?
I sent it to you because you didn't pay me anything when we got divorced. More than half the money that you took with you was mine. You're not getting away with treating me the way you did. I have a lawyer. I have every right to sue you two for what you did.
It's already been 2 years since we got divorced from each other. There is no way you can ask me for all this money. It's already too late.
Unfortunately, you're wrong about that. I can still sue you as long as it's within 3 years after the incident happened. You also appeared without sharing our joint savings from when we were married. I can claim half of it as long as it's within 2 years since the divorce. I have a right to half of that money.
I had no idea about that.
You were so close to getting away with this. I think in 2 months' time it would have been 2 years since we got the divorce. I'm really glad that I ran into you while I could still claim my money from you. I really can't believe my luck.
How did you know where I lived, though? I don't understand how you managed to mail these invoices to me.
You were the one that basically told me where you lived when we talked last month.
Wait, what? I didn't do that, did I?
You told me you lived right next to the station. You said that your house had an orange-brown roof and a bright red postbox. You even told me the color of the cars that you and Maddie own. It didn't even take me a day to find out where you guys lived.
So that's why you were saying that you had heard enough from me. Now I finally understand why you were talking so weirdly. You were tricking me into telling you where I lived.
I wasn't doing anything like that. You told me all this information without me even asking for it.
Oh, you piece of work. I can't believe you would do this to me.
I went and hired a lawyer right away after I finished talking to you, and now, here we are.
So, does that mean you were traveling to different towns and cities to find us? You're such a stalker.
There is no way I would do such a thing. I told you that it was just a huge coincidence.
I really find that hard to believe. I met you at a store that sells baby accessories. There's no reason for you to be in a store like that.
You should stop making assumptions like that. I have a husband and a child.
Wait, what did you just say?
Although my child isn't born yet, I'm pretty far into my pregnancy, though.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're making up stories like that. There's no way what you just said is true. I think it's pathetic that you started making up lies like that.
I'm not lying at all. Remember that day we bumped into each other last month? My parents-in-law decided to buy us a crib at that shopping mall.
So that's why you were at the store for baby accessories. Wait a second. It didn't look like you were pregnant when we met. This must all be a lie. I almost believed you for a second.
You don't have to believe me, but everything I'm telling you is true. I'm 4 months pregnant now, and I'm starting to show. I was wearing a big coat when we bumped into each other, so that's probably why you didn't notice.
You can stop joking around now. You're infertile, so there's no way that you're actually pregnant. This was the reason why I decided to choose Maddie instead.
I told you so many times that there's nothing wrong with me. I even went to the doctors to get myself checked. They told me I was perfectly fertile.
So what you were saying was true then? I thought that you were telling me lies so that I would stay with you.
Of course I was telling the truth. I even managed to become pregnant to prove that there's nothing wrong with me. Do you understand what this means?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Why do you think that me and you were unable to have any children?
That's probably because we just didn't suit each other very much.
You really don't want to admit that it might have been you that's infertile.
There's no way I'm infertile. I managed to get Maddie pregnant. I already have my own daughter.
I actually saw Maddie and your daughter when I was trying to find your house. They didn't notice me, but I knew it was them for sure. Isabel looks nothing like either of you.
Wait, what? You saw them? Isabel's only 1.5 years old right now. She's probably gonna start looking more like me as she gets older.
Well, you better hope that's what happens. I really feel like I've seen your daughter's face before somewhere.
What are you talking about?
She really reminds me of someone I know. I just can't quite remember who it is.
Stop making up nonsense like this. I know that you're doing this to try and scare me.
Oh, I finally remember who it looks like now. Isabel shares so many facial features with a fitness instructor that works at the gym Maddie used to go to.
What are you trying to say? Isabel is my child. I'm the father.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Maddie kept on showing me photos of that gym instructor. She went on and on about how hot he was. I think she was flirting with him every time she went to the gym.
This is all just a lie you made up to make me worry. There is no way my daughter looks like another man.
Why don't you take a look at the website for the gym I'm talking about? There are photos of the instructor I'm talking about on the website.
I am not going to believe this at all. This has to be a made-up story. I really don't want to believe this. I guess I'll just check the website just in case. No way! You were telling me the truth.
See, I told you. Isabel looks just like him.
That's just a coincidence, I think. Some strangers can look like each other even when they're not related.
Take a look at the photo of the instructor again. Have you seen the bracelet he's wearing in those photos?
That looks exactly like the one that Maddie wears all the time. She told me that it's her favorite accessory, but she never told me where she got it from.
Looks like they bought the same one so they could have matching accessories. How cute of them.
It's just a coincidence. They just happened to buy the same bracelet. It really doesn't mean anything.
Oh, go ahead and tell yourself that if you really want to. You can keep on lying to yourself about this if you really want to. You're probably never going to be able to see Isabel like before, though. You're always going to have this doubt in the back of your head. She might not be your child.
Don't say that to me. You're not thinking about my feelings at all.
Oh, I don't care about your feelings. You obviously didn't care about me when you cheated on me and disappeared.
What do you think I should do if Isabel isn't my real child? I'm starting to think that she's not my child at all.
Well, that's not my problem to solve. You can go and have a discussion with Maddie about this, and I'm happy as long as you pay me all the money that you owe me. I want $30,000 as alimony. The divorce was due to your emotional abuse and cheating. It's only fair. I also want you to return $125,000. This is exactly half the amount of money that we saved up in our shared bank account.
That's not what we're talking about right now.
I don't care. This is what's important to me right now.
Do I really have to pay you that much money? That's a lot of money.
So you didn't even read the invoice that I sent you? My lawyer listed out very clearly the amount of money that you would have to pay me.
Can you not see that I'm in no situation to be paying you back? My life is falling apart right in front of me. I have more important matters to think about. I don't want to have to pay you right now.
I don't care about your family troubles. I just want the money that you owe me.
Do you not understand how I'm feeling at all? You should be feeling sorry for me.
Why? The only people that I really care about are my husband and unborn child.
Oh, don't be like that. I used to be your husband too. You should still care for me.
Oh, getting married to you was the biggest mistake of my life. There is no way I would ever care for you again. I feel so sick just thinking about you.
I cannot believe you would say that about me. I really don't understand why I'm in such a terrible situation right now.
You put yourself in this situation. You completely deserve all of this happening to you.
Could you at least reduce the amount of money that I have to pay you? I really don't have the money to pay you back the full amount.
I am not going to reduce the amount of money that you owe me, not even by a single dollar. I'll be looking forward to receiving the money from you then. I wonder what I should buy with all that money.
My life is ruined now. I can't believe I had to bump into you after all this time. My life was so perfect up until I met you again.
It felt so good to finally get my revenge. I sued Maddie and Ryan for $30,000 each for all the emotional damage they caused to me. I also asked Ryan to return half the money from our joint savings account. It came out to be around $125,000. Neither of them didn't have enough money to pay me back, so they had to borrow a lot of money, and they're both in debt right now. Maddie and Ryan ended up getting a divorce within the next few months. Ryan became very depressed as his life had fallen apart all of a sudden, and he ended up having to quit the company he worked for as he couldn't get out of bed in the mornings. He was unable to pay the loans for his house and ended up having to sell it. Maddie wasn't doing so well in life either. The gym instructor that she had her daughter with was actually married. His wife found out and decided to make Maddie's life a living hell. She went to every social circle Maddie was in and tormented her in front of everyone. Maddie became paranoid that people were talking about her constantly and became a recluse. No one knows what happened to her, but none of the rumors are good. Isabel ended up getting adopted as neither Maddie nor Ryan could take care of her. Luckily, she was adopted by a wonderful family and is currently living a happy life in a faraway city. I managed to give birth to a very healthy baby boy. I'm looking forward to the future with my husband and my newborn son. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Hey, Jack. Where are you? I thought you were coming straight back home tonight. What are you doing? Dinner's ready. What? Oh, I wasn't aware of the time. So? Where are you? Nowhere. Nowhere? How can you be nowhere? Stop being so weird with me again, Jack. I meant nowhere special. Jeez. I'm just on my way out of the office. So, are you coming home now? Well, no. Actually, I have somewhere else to go tonight. I might come home later tonight. I'll be home before midnight. What? Midnight? Why? Oh, man. Listen. I guess there's no point in keeping this from you anymore, huh? Keeping what from me? Jack? Hello? Yeah, I'm here. I just needed to think about how to put this. But listen, I'm gonna give it to you straight, okay? Yes, just tell me, Jack. We need to get a divorce. What? I've been thinking about this for a while now. A divorce? Are you seriously telling me we need to get a divorce? Yeah, it's time we moved on to our separate ways. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, explain this to me. I feel like a deer in headlights. Why all of a sudden? This isn't something I just randomly came up with, okay? Well, I'll be damned if you just one day woke up and thought, oh hey, let me divorce Stephanie. It wasn't like that. And you're damn right it wasn't. Listen, I've been seeing this girl for a while now. A girl? You've been cheating on me behind my back all this time? Yeah, and things are getting serious. We're in love. In love? With this girl? Just this girl. How old? Young. How young? Just young. Just give me her age, damn it, Jack. 22 or something, I don't know. She's 22 years old? You're in love with a 22-year-old. That's a girl half your age. Are you serious, Jack? What the heck is wrong with you? You're almost 40. You could easily be her father for crying out loud. That's disgusting. Don't say that. I'm serious about her, okay? Wow. So you claim that you're in love with her? We are. Swear to God we are. And you had to tell me this today. Out of all days. What do you mean? Do you have any idea what day it is today? You've forgotten, haven't you? Oh, shoot. Your birthday. Yep. My 35th. So thanks for this. Oh, man. Damn, this was pure coincidence. My bad. Yeah, whatever. You don't feel bad at all. I know you don't. So save it, you prick. Come on, Stephanie. This was a coincidence, I swear. And we're really in love. Okay, Then what was I to you then? What were we about? What was this marriage about? What were we doing all these years, huh? You don't love me anymore? Man, things change. It's different with her. A 22-year-old. Really? Yeah, I just need someone who's younger and she just ticks all of my boxes. Are you kidding me? And what other boxes were they, huh? You know, young and beautiful. All that type of stuff. All that type of stuff? Really now? You mean only those two? Young and beautiful. You're an idiot. You're pathetic. I like that in a girl, okay? Wow, Jack! Wow. Did you really just say that out loud? I was 28 when we got married and we dated for like 4 years. Yeah, well, that was that. And this is this. Yes, and we all grow old, dumbass. And so will this 22-year-old you're seeing. What are you gonna do when she grows older, huh? Dump her too? And let's not forget that you grow old too, you know. You're not going to mean anything to any girl when you're damn wrinkly and stink of piss. What the actual heck is this? Look, I'm sorry. Oh, you're sorry, are you? What are you sorry for, huh? Sorry that I asked you for a divorce on your birthday. What the actual heck? You've got to be kidding me. You just can't stop us, Steph. I'm in love with someone else and she loves me back. We just have to file for a divorce and end this marriage. OMG. Okay, this is way too sudden for me. We have to talk about this in person. As in, sit down and actually have a conversation about this, okay? Okay. Just come home. This is more important than seeing your... whoever she is, right? Yeah, I'll tell Natalie that I can't see her today. Oh, she's called Natalie now, is she? Shoot. Yeah, you weren't meant to know anything about her. Well, you're smart then, aren't you? Anyway, come home and let's talk. Okay, I'll be there in about an hour. Hey, Natalie, it's me, Stephanie. Is this a bad time to text? Hi, Stephanie. Sure, no problem. What's up? I'm just going to get straight into this and ask you. You know how the other day we talked about that guy who was stalking you? Yeah. OMG, wait. Stephanie, speaking of him, I didn't specifically see him and maybe I was just paranoid, but I felt him around me. I just felt his presence, you know? Literally until a few minutes ago. I swear he was behind me. OMG. Okay. You know, like, he was somewhere nearby and I felt really scared and just so uncomfortable. Well, where are you now? I got my brother to come and pick me up again like last time. So I'm with him and we're driving back to my place together. Oh, good. Thank God he lives near you so he can protect you from him, huh? Oh yeah, for sure. It's a good thing that we don't live together at my parents' home in that sense. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anywhere to run to besides my BF's apartment. Yeah, but maybe if he knew you lived with your BF, he'd have given up and stopped stalking you, huh? Yeah, that could have been a possibility too, I guess. Either way, I can't keep bugging my brother to pick me up like this all the time. So I'm just desperate to get rid of him for good. Yeah, we definitely need to hunt him down and do that. Anyway, sorry I digressed. What was your question again? Oh yeah, so, how old are you again, if you don't mind me asking? You're 22, right? Yeah, turning 23 next month. Okay, and what's the name of your nearest metro station? K Station on the X line? How come you're asking? I live closest to exit B, if that also helps. Oh, wow. OMG, yeah, it does. I knew it! Knew what? Okay, so, Natalie. I'm going to tell you something now, and I want you to stay calm about this, okay? God. But maybe I'm the one who needs to stay calm here. My heart's beating so fast it'll burst out of my body any minute now. Oh, wow, are you okay? What is it? Don't keep me in suspense. Okay, so... This stalker guy. We still don't know who it is, right?
Right.
Well, I think I know who it is. What? Okay. Who? I think it could be my husband, Jack. What? No way! Your husband? Why do you think that? Well, he's 40 years old. Pretty old, right? Like you said about that creep.
Yeah.
Well, he works near K Station, and his office building is actually just outside exit B, too.
What? Okay, but that still doesn't mean that he's the guy, right?
Well, I have a good feeling it is. He doesn't know that I'm good friends with your sister, Fiona. Meaning he doesn't know that I know you through her.
Right. OMG, okay, so, wait. Does he, by any chance, work at the head office for Famer's Livestock Food Supply & Co.?
Yeah? Oh, how did you know that?
Well, because our office is about a block away from that building. And I've just always felt like the stalker was someone from that building. He always seems to follow me to the station from that specific building. So I just assumed he worked there too.
Oh, right. Well, you're right.
But, wow. So, is it really your husband? I mean, it could still be someone totally different, right?
The thing is, and this is getting quite personal and private, but I'll tell you anyway. I think you have a right to know.
Okay. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to, Stephanie. I don't mind. It's up to you.
No, it's relevant to tracking down your stalker and proving that it's my husband.
Okay.
Well, my husband, Jack, he wants to file for a divorce and he asked me to sign the papers.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, Stephanie.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not bothered. Especially knowing that he's not the man I married and fell in love with.
Ah.
So anyway, naturally, I asked him why he wanted to get divorced. And he said because he's found a girl who he claims to be in love with him. And she's 22 years old.
22?
Yeah. And he also claims that she loves him back.
What?
I know.
OMG, he's totally delusional. That's complete bogus. And the fact that he's also married, let alone to you? That's so creepy, OMG. I have a boyfriend too. OMG, hang on. Maybe he'll change his mind if he knows that I have a boyfriend.
No. Hang on a second here. I doubt he'll just disappear knowing that you have a boyfriend. That's probably the last thing he cares about.
Yeah, maybe.
So, how close are you with your BF? How long have you guys been seeing each other for? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, like a year and 8 months now? Something like that. Why?
Well, in case this stalker, as in my husband, hurts you or tries to hurt you, I was just wondering if you had a place to go to. You know, to hide or something.
Oh yeah, I've thought about that already, and he's given me his spare keys to his apartment. So I can go in there anytime I need to.
Okay, that's definitely good to know.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. So that's why I 100% know that the stalker guy who's been creeping you out for the last few months is him. What do you think? Are you convinced it's him too?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the information matches. Where he works, his age, and what you just told me. Hey, do you have a photo of him?
Yeah, I do. Do you want me to send you one?
Oh, but wait. He's always following me, but looking down most of the time, and I don't really know what his face looks like.
Well, I can send you a photo of him anyways. There. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. But I was right. I don't know this guy. I can't tell if it's the stalker or not. I'm so sorry, Stephanie.
No, there's nothing for you to be sorry about here. It was worth a shot anyway, right? So, Natalie, let's see here. Is he following you right now? Do you see him around you right now?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't think I see him. At least not right this minute.
Okay, good. He's supposed to be coming back home right now anyway. I told him to come straight back home tonight to talk about the divorce. So he said he'd cancel seeing you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't see him anywhere near me at the minute.
Okay.
So, what happens now?
Well, Jack will be back home any minute now. So let me talk to him and see how it goes. I'll let you know what happens and everything you need to know.
Okay. Thanks so much. I still can't believe all of this, but I'm sorry that you have to go through this with me, Stephanie.
Oh, don't worry. I just want to get to the bottom of this and see if he really is the bad apple. Then I'll be glad to divorce him too. You need to be safe too. And live your life like you deserve to, without a creep like him bugging you.
Yeah. Thanks so much for all the help.
No worries. Okay, I've got to go. I think he's back home now.
Okay. I guess I'll talk to you later then.
Jack? Hello? Are you being serious about this? I thought we were going to talk? I thought we were going to have an actual conversation like two mature adults. Why did you just go straight to your office like that? Did you think you could just shove the divorce papers at me and expect me to sign them? Hello? You need to talk to me. I can't just text you like this. Jack! I'm talking to you! Why are you making me do this? Come out of the office, damn it! You're being really immature now. Is this really how you want things to go? Hello? Come on, Jack. Say something. I'm not going to shout at your door like some idiot and keep texting you like this. Jack! For God's sake! You're such a prick! So, this girl called Natalie. Is she a bit taller than me, with dark wavy brown hair? Slim in figure? Did a guy come and pick her up today from Exit B at K Station? What the heck? How do you know that? Ha! Finally! Now I've caught your attention, huh? It took you long enough. How the heck do you know about Natalie? And how did you know that she was there today? And who was that guy anyway? That was her older brother, you dumb piece of sick psycho! What the hell? Her brother? Oh, man. Man, that's good. What? I thought that was her guy. Her man. But just her brother, huh? Nice one, Steph. What the? I didn't do this to help you. Jack, you've got to stop this. Stop what? You didn't answer me. How did you know all of this? Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out. Stop trying to be smart with me, Stephanie. Man, if you do anything to jeopardize our relationship, if you do anything to so much as hurt Natalie, my Natalie, I seriously ain't having it. You're asking for trouble, Steph. You better get that into your head. If I hurt her? That's my line! If you do anything to hurt her, I will not have it! I'm not having it! So you can take that back and shove it up your behind. You're the issue here, not me. You! Hey, Natalie. So it turns out that your stalker, that really was/is my husband, Jack.
Wow. Okay. You guys talked, huh? Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I don't either. I don't believe this.
OMG, this is crazy.
Listen, maybe it's better for you if you stayed over at your boyfriend's house for tonight. Jack is with me at home now, but he could storm off anytime soon and I won't know where he'd go to.
Okay, let me pack my things and just head over to my BF's place then.
Okay, good. I'll keep you in the loop as to what Jack's doing, so long as he's within arm's reach.
Okay, got it. Thanks so much.
Wow, Jack. Just wow. I would have never taken you for a disgusting, filthy, creepy stalker, you know. I don't know why I ignored the red flags when they were right in front of me before. I should have done something about this earlier. I should have paid attention. You're a sick, creepy wacko, you know that? I can't believe I ever married you. What the heck are you yapping on about now? Shut up and stop texting me. Are you obsessed with me now or what? See? There you go. You're delusional. You're self-obsessed. You're so narcissistic and you don't even know it. Remember when you used to tell me things like how you thought my friend Lydia had a crush on you? Or how you were convinced that our neighbor, Mrs. Adams, liked you? And how I told you they didn't, but you insisted that they liked you. Trying to tell me proof that they did. Boy, what a waste of time listening to that crap. I should have just gone straight to the police. Police? What the heck are you talking about? Well, now that I'm 100% sure you're stalking Natalie, I can take it up to them and report you. What the hell do you want from me, Stephanie? And thanks for the divorce papers, by the way. I've signed them and sent them off now. Right, good. The sooner it goes through, the better. To hell with you, man. I'm done with you. Good, then it's time you packed your bags and left. I'm the one renting this apartment. It's under my name. You've got nothing to do with it, so get out. Get out! Right now? You're not even going to give me time to leave? Nope. I don't want to see your disgusting face ever again. I'd kick you out right now if I could, and you should be grateful that I'm not. Be grateful that I'm at least giving you time to pack up. I'd throw everything out of this house right now if I could. But now? Can't we just sleep here for tonight? And how about I pack up and leave tomorrow morning, eh? No! No! I'm not going to sleep until I know you're out of my place and out of sight. Go on. I don't hear you packing. Get on with it! Okay. Jeez, man. Hey, I guess you fell asleep and so did I. But I've packed now. I'm ready to leave. Are you awake? Yes, I am. Well then, good morning to you too, Stephanie. Nice day, huh? I've arranged for your dad to come and collect you and your things. What? You called my dad? He knows about this. Why the heck did you tell him, man? How much of this does he know? Are you crazy? Yep. His car is just outside and he's there too. I've already said hi, so I don't need to speak to him. I'm not coming outside, so just load your things and go. What the heck is your problem, woman? Just go! Leave! Get out of my face! Crap, man. Fine. You witch. I'm done. Everything's loaded and we're ready to go. Happy now? Is this what you wanted? You ugly old cow. You'd seriously better watch your back for kicking me out like this, you know. I'm not some random hobo. And why did you tell my dad about this, huh? He's not spoken a word to me and I'm blaming you for all this. All of this! I don't think I was the one who cheated on your wife with a girl young enough to be their daughter. And I wasn't the one who asked for a divorce either. You asked for it and this is my apartment, so of course you're the one who has to leave. You asked for it. I ain't gonna forget about this. You've got it coming, Stephanie. Oh, do I now? I think you're the one who has it coming, so you'd better sleep with one eye open tonight. Bye, Jack.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Natalie.
So, how's it going over there?
Well, he's gone now. He took everything he needed to, and his dad came to help out with his car. They drove off just a while ago.
Oh, okay. I guess things are going as planned then? I was going to tell you that everything is going as planned here too. My BF was happy to hear that things are finally moving forward and that we found out who the creepy stalker is now. He wants to punch him in the face.
Well, go on. Feel free to. I'd be more than happy for him to do that. In fact, I'd love to have front row tickets to see that.
Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, also, I've sent the divorce papers now. So everything is great on my side, too. Oh, hang on. He just texted me.
Sure. What did he say?
Okay, he's just calling me a bunch of names and how he won't forgive me for this and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
But hey,
So now you've just got to do what you've got to do, okay?
sure. My BF and my brother are both here with me. So we're all set.
Good.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, let me know if you need me or anything, too. I can drive over there.
Sure. You too. Thanks.
Stephanie, please answer me, babe. Natalie and I broke up. She broke it off with me. We're over. I don't have anywhere to go. We were going to move in together, man. I'm telling you. I drove to her apartment and we were about to move in there together. But these two guys wouldn't let me talk to her. Her brother and her... Stephanie, Natalie has a boyfriend. And they both just beat me up. I'm bleeding. I'm hurt. I need someone to take care of me. I'm covered with cuts and bruises. On my face, too. My handsome face. Oh, man. What am I gonna do? And they told me that they know you. Her brother's girlfriend, Fiona, works with you or something. Is that how you found out about me and Natalie? Man. Stephanie, reply to me. Come on. Stephanie, I don't know who else to go to. Please say something. Oh, I'll say something. You disgusting, twisted, filthy psycho of a stalker! Rot in hell! Steph, no, please. No, you heard me. Rot in hell! I have no idea what happened to Jack after this, and honestly, I couldn't care less. He can fry in hell for all I care. Imagine if you found out that not only was your husband a narcissistic prick, but was being a stalker on your colleague's sister. What would you do? As for Natalie, she is in safe hands now. She has both her brother and her boyfriend to protect her. And you can bet that she also has me, too. She decided not to press charges against him since we got the guy, and she hasn't seen him around ever since that night. But she said that if she sees him stalking her again, then her and her brother and boyfriend are willing to go ahead and put him behind bars. I guess the severity of the stalking act wasn't as severe, but it did cause Natalie some distress. So it's nice of her to have let this one go. Although, if I'm honest, I would have been happy to see Jack locked up behind bars too. Recently, I told a friend about this crazy story and she goes, "You really married the wrong guy." And honestly, I couldn't agree with her more. I can't wait until my divorce gets finalized so I can move on from this nasty guy of an ex-husband I married. I really don't know why I ignored the red flags. Did I pretend not to see them, or was I too scared to know the truth? I don't know. But I do know one thing for sure, and it's that whenever I get a hunch or so much the tiny red flag in the next guy I date, I'm jumping off that boat ASAP. I never want to date a guy with weird tendencies. All I want is a normal guy, and a normal guy I shall date. Anyway, out of sight, out of mind. I am moving on. Wish me luck. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.